You killed a squirrel and a raccoon? I want to know the name. I want to know the name of the person who was in charge of doing this shit. Don't worry why I want to know the name. I want to know the name. Find out for me, please.
I'm the king of the underground of rock and roll, and by them condemning me, what they're doing is condemning the whole underground scene in general, and we can't be stopped, and I won't be stopped.
While he obviously disagreed with the verdict, G.G. Allen showed little emotion when it was read.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Kevin Michael Allen, guilty of disorderly conduct as charged in the complaint.
Such a narrow-minded, hypocritical puppets of society trying to kill rock and roll, and they can't do it.
The defense argued Allen was exercising his right of free expression when he defecated on stage and threw feces into the audience.
Guys, we gotta shit on women too.
For so many reasons. Maybe because I went to school on a school bus.
But in his closing argument, Assistant District Attorney Michael Steinhoffel said First Amendment protection only goes so far.
No, we have rules. We have certain levels of decency.
But Allen maintains there can be no limits in rock and roll.
My body is the rock and roll temple. My flesh, my blood, my fluids, it's like a communion to my people.
G.G. Allen says he'll keep doing what he did here at the Odd Rock Cafe 2.5 years ago, that the jury's verdict will do nothing to temper his act. In fact, he says he'll perform the ultimate act on October 31st, 1992. On that day, G.G. Allen vows to commit suicide on stage. His attorney hopes to talk him out of that.
Later.
Hey guys, big day for me, obviously. I'm on my way to go get euthanized.
Wake up, Mr. West, wake up, culture. Wake up, everybody think they so woke, but they following the rules of what woke's supposed to be. Hip-hop ain't never been about following rules. It's been about doing what you feel. I'm gonna take the Louis, I'm gonna throw it like this, I'm gonna do it with the polo, I'm gonna do it like this. Even like the way I talk. Hold on, let me use my African-American voice. Let me use my Disney-approved voice. You know what I'm saying? We're not even speaking in our own language, bro. Like, we talk louder than this. Africans talk loud, Italian moms talk loud. We talk louder when we speak in our corporate voice, or we don't wanna ruin the deal voice. Or this why. I love y'all, man. And I love me. And I love Christ.
Excuse me, Bo. Are you an NPC?
No.
Oh, okay. You can do things outside of, like you're a part of the game for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Prove it. Prove you're real.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Can you respond to me, though? How old are you?
26.
Jump. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Bo.
Nice to meet you.
I was like, I don't know if that guy is real. Yeah. You were freaking me out. You were kind of... You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to find out if this brother's real. He's freaking me out. All right. Love you, Bo. Yeah.
You don't fucking know me. Bitch, you don't know how I am at social events.
Let's fucking do this, man. Okay, man? Oh, shit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, to another episode of Who Gives a Shit?
I don't want to work. I want to get bonkered off the yoinky and watch Slushy Noobs for 17 hours.
Damn, bitch.
Wow! Welcome back to the fucking show.
When are you gonna do something with your life?
I got a dream.
What is your dream?
To have a dream.
I don't know, I'm feeling like I want to fucking fight somebody right now. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I want to fight somebody. I'm in the mood to fight someone. You want to fight? Let's fucking go.
Who the fuck is that guy right there?
Let's fucking do this, man. Okay, man? Let's do this shit. Sorry, I just started taking steroids, so... I'm all jacked up, you know. Fucking, I feel fucking masculine. I don't know. Is it worth it? Darth, is it worth it? All these restless nights, crazy mood swings, and they're pretty crazy, you know.
This elevator is slower than molasses running up a hill in January.
shrinking nutsack, receding hairline, seriously increased heart rate, you know, blood pressure through the roof.
Just you and me now. Take those glasses off for me. Come on. All right. Buenas noches.
Yeah.
Hey, I got it. Oh, all right.
You know, like if you just want to get jacked, slay some pussy, and then die, you should do it. Do it.
Do it.
Is it worth it? Well, to all thy naysayers, it is if you really don't got anything going on. Like if you're not really living for much.
You know, I got a lot of people who care about me. They're gonna worry if I show up missing. Please, 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 don't prove I'm right.
These niggas talking out of their necks, put no puffing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, money, power, respect. Ain't got I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose balance. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but can't not be legit. No 40 yard, tell him. Yeah, you get up with me. Fuck sneak this, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 teams with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers, not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfucker, big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, what?
Yeah, I know. I should probably talk to a therapist. I get told that daily. Darth, you should talk to somebody. You know, you're not okay. There's a screw loose. Doesn't mean you can't tighten that bitch. It just means you got to find someone to help you tighten that screw because you don't have a screwdriver. The only way to really fix a loose screw is to have a screwdriver. And a therapist is like a screwdriver to your brain because once you break down the spelling of therapist, you know, everything starts to kind of make sense. It all starts to fall into place, you know. Do I need to actually sound it out for you? The rapist.
That's the bad guy.
All right, so let's go ahead and get down to brass tacks because today's video is not going to divulge into some pointless, incoherent, racist rant that nobody asked for. So we're just going to stick to the point, and the point is we got a juicy headline for you today. In case you couldn't tell from the intro, today's story involves a squirrel, but a very special squirrel. This squirrel happens to have a PhD, a PhD in stealing your nuts. Nuts is a code word for your cash. They have been, how do you say, scamming people for money. Lots of it. Lots. They've been scamming people for lots of money for a long time, you know, because of this squirrel. Yeah, I'm doing a real shitty job. I should just quit. Why? There's lights and there's cameras and I'm just a fucking douche.
Anyone's welcome to come. Everyone's welcome to come. Everyone's welcome to come.
I'm just a nobody. I'm just pretending like I'm somebody. Like I know what I'm talking about, and this is an important topic, and we got to talk about all the details, the conspiracies, because of course we have to turn Peanut into a psyop. because this is Darth news. So you know, like I'm just kind of like trying to get a grip on what's going on. Do you know what's going on?
Our planet Earth has a twin copy of itself called the parallel Earth, located in the antiparticle universe and taking place in the same space. The existence of parallel Earth means everybody has a parallel self with its own parallel lives, also called our doppelganger. It's our personal double, our twin, with the same body pattern, which is energetically linked to us and is evolving on a similar course of action, and has twice the particle pulsation speed as us, which means they...
What's going on is a domesticated squirrel named Peanut has been scamming you. Nay, the owners of Peanut, the slave owners, have been scamming you for money for years. Maybe not you in particular, but maybe, I don't know. Peanut's apparently a really popular squirrel. The most famous squirrel in the fucking world.
Darth, stop saying fuck.
You just, it loses all its, you know, its weight when you just say fuck. Just settle down with the F-bombs. Jesus H. Christ. There I go, just talking to myself, correcting myself as I rant.
Shut the fuck up!
I mean, didn't I just say we're not going to veer off topic? We're not going to divulge into an incoherent, mindless rant about how blacks and Jews really aren't the same. They're different types of people. They're different races of people.
They can't help that they were born black. And it's just heaping abuse on these poor blacks.
Are you trying to say that you hate my...
Bye-bye now.
But there's a big difference between Africans and African Americans.
Give it a rest. Come on now. They've had enough.
You know, one's like, shit, yo, what's up? This is my bitches and my hoes. This is my yayo and my fentanyl. And damn, that's my nigga over there with my fucking Chevelle. Shit, look at them rims.
Hey, see, Laser be my motherfucking nigga. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Cow Skrilla.
And then you got the other.
Toby be good nigga for massa.
Another one? You know, the Africans. And they're like, you like my hut? I've got a nice big hut out back. That's Australian. That's not African. I don't know. South African, yeah? Yeah, I can't fucking do it. I'm not Leo. I am not Leo.
Are you Chris? You get for pay me first for them. This no fine, huh? This no fine.
Nah, this no more you get. For me.
And you know boys then can use one all rotten AK them against them government troop and then new weapons them, huh?
Maybe I could just kill you and take away what you bring back.
And you get one more dead body. Instead of aeroplane way full with grenade launchers. Something I go to then government, huh? Then government at least then go pay me, huh?
Wait, my friend.
So, and anyways, as I was saying, the most famous squirrel in the world. Think about that. Out of the millions of squirrels you've seen run around, eat nuts, or climb up trees, jumping. Fun fact about squirrels, they can jump from any height and not die. They could technically jump out of an airplane and just fucking coast all the way to the ground.
I don't think y'all understand squirrels. They can survive a fall at terminal velocity, which technically means you can throw them from any height whatsoever, and they just bloopty and scurry on right the fuck away. Seriously, throw them from, well, you can't throw them from outer space because then they burn up in the atmosphere. But I mean, if you put a spacesuit on them.
Because it has something to do with their weight and their terminal velocity, which is only 23 miles per hour. Now, they only weigh 1.5 to 2 pounds. Apparently, the dispersion makes it so that they can't die. Look, I'm not a scientist or a squirrel expert, so...
Did you know that no matter what height a squirrel falls from, it will most likely survive? No object will fall faster than its terminal velocity, no matter what height it is dropped from. Squirrels, since they're small and light, have very little pull from gravity. And since they have stretchy bodies and fluffy tails, they experience a lot of drag, which means their terminal velocity is actually very low. So since squirrels can survive impacts at that velocity, they would need to fall 4,800 miles in order to die from falling. But even then, their death would only be from starvation.
Google it for yourself, but I'm not lying. A squirrel can survive a jump from any height. And there's some videos out there proving it, but that's not the point. Just a fun fact. The point is that this famous squirrel has been violated. Oh, it's not just, okay, there's a squirrel. Thank you. And the raccoon. There's a raccoon as well. Everyone wants to forget about the raccoon. Why?
And the raccoon as well.
And the raccoon as well. I am so sorry. This is...
I mean, to be honest, raccoons are arguably cuter than squirrels, but that's just my opinion. But why does everyone want to forget about the raccoon? It's just weird. They're just discarded as a trash panda. So besides the fact that I find it highly sus that no one wants to talk about the raccoon, and the raccoon is literally being sidelined and upstaged by a goddamn squirrel, but that's okay. But the most famous squirrel in the world and his sidekick raccoon were apprehended from their homes the other day. You probably heard about this story. Most likely you have, but I don't really give a shit because it's my time to talk. So you'll listen or you'll leave. Please don't leave. Please don't fucking leave. Please don't leave. Seriously, don't. I need you to stay. But as I was saying, these evil policemen got a warrant and went into the home of the squirrel and the raccoon, and well, they threw them into some cages and carried their asses out of there. Where they went is anyone's guess, but it didn't end up too well for them. Let me tell you, it didn't end up. There's no happy endings. There's no Thai massage parlors in this movie. Pretty sure it's Thailand. Yeah, where the ladyboys just jerk you off. Well, you just give them a tip. Now, TMZ just released an interview with the owners of the squirrel and the raccoon, Peanut, if you will, and no one cares about the raccoon's name, so we're just going to call him Coon, if that's not too racist.
Don't be mad, but I'm a little bit of a racist.
But Peanut and Coon were some of the most famous animals in the world. So to try to help you comprehend what I'm talking about, it's like if think about Taylor Swift and P. Diddy, right? Imagine if someone just broke into their house. If P. Diddy and Taylor Swift just, got kidnapped by the police and then taken to an unknown black site and murdered.
Huh. Well, that is a little bit racist. Why don't you tell me some more?
It's crazy. I mean, millions of people adored and cherished these animals.
Look at this fat ass, giant, morbidly obese squirrel. What are you doing? Are you pregnant or just seriously that fat? You shouldn't be pregnant this time of year.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel...
So TMZ today posted an interview with the owners, the slave masters of the animals. So we're going to go ahead and watch that now and break it down as we go along. We're going to break it judo chop. We're going to judo chop the population in half with a vaccine. Yo.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's enough cringe. So Applejack, can you save me?
1 second, guys. 1 second. So I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous. Guys. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here. Thank you. All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me.
Let's go ahead and jump into the actual video that we're all here patiently waiting to watch. So without further ado, Applejack, let's go ahead and let's hit this shit. Let's hit it like you hit your crack pipe last night. Okay, Applejack, hit it.
Say Christ is Lord.
They're not anti-Semitic.
Don't smoke crack, okay? Unless you've hit rock bottom, just don't pick up the pipe. If you hit rock bottom, you might need to
do it.
But that's not advice. That's just words of wisdom.
You hate us? This is why everyone hates you, Jack. You're a different person. We all talk about it. We're all talking about it before at the mall.
You think that everybody is in love with you when actually everybody hates you.
Just kidding, I hate you.
I told him not to listen to you. I told him not to help.
I'm helping you, Tom. This is why people don't take you seriously.
I could drive in.
But you are not.
And have someone tell me the mistakes I've made in my past.
Serious people.
Or I could drive on and figure them out myself.
It's a lot of things wrong in New York, a lot of problems that could be fixed, that should be fixed. And the main concern for New York City was a squirrel. A squirrel.
There's a squirrel called Peanut the Squirrel. The government or a SWAT team or agents went to Peanut the Squirrel's house and raided the house. The owners had to be outside. They searched everything and they took the squirrel and a raccoon. This can't be real. I read all the comments because I was like, is this a joke? Are they joking? They really sent a SWAT team to go get a squirrel and a raccoon.
Bitch. Squirrel named Peanut, who has a huge global following on social media, has lived with his human family for nearly 7 years. Well, on Wednesday, Peanut was seized by the DEC, and now almost 20,000 people have signed a petition to bring Peanut home.
6 hours later.
Went and cut Peanut's head off, so I couldn't even get back my animal.
Outrage is growing tonight after New York State authorities euthanized a local squirrel who became a social media star. As we first reported on Wednesday, the Department of Environmental Conservation seized Peanut the squirrel and a raccoon named Fred during an armed raid at Peanut's Freedom Farm in Pine City. This story made national headlines and is still today. Today we learned both animals were put down, and we learned that the Chemung County Health Department was also involved in this. Our 18 News investigative reporter Nick Dabina is here with more, including the emotional reaction from Peanut's owner. Nick.
Hey Jim, well before publishing this story, we called Peanut's owner to ask if he had received any updates on Peanut's fate 2 days after the raid. Mark Longo said nobody told him his animals were put down. Now, we first reported on Peanut last year when Longo started Peanut's Freedom Farm in Pine City after rescuing Peanut 7 years ago. Longo said he found Peanut after his mother was hit by a car. He rehabbed Peanut and tried to release him into his backyard, but Peanut never developed the instincts to survive outside. Longo then let Peanut live inside of his home. Peanut racked up a combined 3 million followers on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
I'm alone. Forever alone. Yes. Well, it's all right. I like to be. All right. Bye-bye.
We just learned that they have euthanized Peanut.
And the raccoon as well.
And the raccoon as well. I am so sorry. This must be really difficult for you.
It not only tears my family apart, but Peanut was the cornerstone of our nonprofit animal rescue. And 10 to 12 DEC officers raided my house as if I was a drug dealer. I was sat outside my house for 5 hours. I had to get a police escort to my bathroom. I wasn't even allowed to feed my rescue horses breakfast or lunch. I was sat there like a criminal after they interrogated my wife to check out her immigration status, then proceeded to ask me if I had cameras in my house, then proceeded to go through every cabinet, nook, and cranny of my house for a squirrel and a raccoon.
They got a search warrant?
They got a search warrant.
You know what that feels like, Arthur.
4 departments and a judge signed off on a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon. And then they took them and killed them.
You got a flair for the dramatic. You are tugging at my heartstrings, little Gary.
Why did they go through all that to get a search warrant for an animal that had been with you very safely, and the world witnessed this for 7 years? Why now suddenly did they show up with a search warrant and take these animals?
We haven't a clue. We don't know who made the complaints. Again, Peanut was an indoor squirrel, not harming anybody. He's been with us for 7 years. Not a single complaint was ever filed for this animal. We had him for 7.5 years. He became the world's most famous squirrel. We weren't hiding him by any means. He was all over TikTok. He became the first squirrel on TikTok to ever hit 1 million followers.
Oh my God. I said the squirrel was famous. I said Peanut was fucking famous. Did I not? But 1 million? The first squirrel to reach 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers on TikTok? Are you saying that there's other squirrels all fighting for the top spot on TikTok and Instagram? Are you saying there's a community of squirrels that are trying to be famous? Is that what we're saying? Because holy shit. I didn't know so many squirrels, wanted the top spot, wanted to be top dog. King Squirrel.
Is this a joke? Are they joking?
I mean, this is all a fraud. You know that, right? You understand that this is all just a psyop. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean it's a psyop?
If someone adopts a baby pet squirrel, hell yeah, no, justice for Peanut. No, but think about it.
Well, let's just finish the video and then we'll get into it. Don't worry.
He did every news station around the world. He's helped people. He's helped kids gather joy. And then we started a nonprofit animal rescue called Peanut's Freedom Farm to help animals like Peanut fight a good fight when they're in a neglected case or they're sitting in a slaughter auction.
Squirrel slaughter auctions. I don't know what a slaughter auction is. I'm sure they're pretty tight. But never heard of a squirrel being sent to a slaughter auction. Is there just a bunch of hillbillies just, $5, I'll take that squirrel, let me fucking kill it any way I want? Why would anyone auction a squirrel for slaughter? It seems a bit hokey.
Don't ask questions.
Seems kind of, I'm getting scammy vibes, but we're not there yet. Let's finish the video and then we'll get into why this is a psyop. But just don't listen to me.
Yeah, don't follow him. Don't listen to him.
I had no idea that we were all a part of this social experiment.
I don't know. I don't know. It's like,
just consume product and be excited for next product.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me? Hawk too and spit on it.
When they're in a neglected case or they're sitting in a slaughter auction. And he was the cornerstone of our life and our organization. We used his platform to help raise money for the 300 animals we have at our sanctuary.
I don't know. They're fucking with me.
Oh my goodness. You have 300 sanctuary animals, 300 rescues, and they're all being paid for by Peanut's income? Is that you're literally providing all the care necessary for your 300 animals from Peanut's TikTok?
Don't think about it, just accept it.
That's how you're paying for all your shit? That doesn't seem like a very smart investment if that's true.
Is this dumb?
I'm just saying, it just sounds a little bit weird. It seems a little bit manipulative.
How did you find out that they euthanized Peanut?
They haven't messaged me. They haven't called me. They haven't given me a formal statement whatsoever. The last time I heard from the DEC was when they left my house. Another news station called me with their statement, and that's how I found out Peanut is gone. They didn't even have the heart to call me themselves to tell me what was going on. This state has more problems than a squirrel and a raccoon, and we're using our taxpayers' dollars to help take these animals out of a comfortable place, all because of some paperwork? The statement released that Peanut bit one of the people. Peanut's bitten me 5 times in 7 years. Peanut also is an animal that only knows me. So why wouldn't you have protective gloves on and protective equipment to allow an animal like him that to bite you? Also, to be honest with you, I don't buy it whatsoever.
To be honest with you, I don't buy it whatsoever.
The fact
I didn't know about
squirrels ever in my life. And when I came to Peanut a couple of years ago, like, he would have never bitten me. Like, he never bit me.
Shut the fuck up! The complaints were told are anonymous.
The complaints were told are anonymous.
I may have said too much.
So anonymous claims got the state to get a search warrant, which was signed by multiple different departments and a judge.
I really dislike that guy. I think he's a very good businessman, good scammer. He is taking advantage of a country that just is really unsure of itself.
So I want to know what the evidence was that this was such a devastating thing to the community that we had to waste taxpayers' dollars and ruin a family in a nonprofit animal rescue because we have power?
Will you be taking some legal action?
Oh, the firefight has just begun. This needs to be used as an example of how this state uses their resources and their power. Not only that, the only source of income and donations have come from Peanut's social media. I don't know how I'm going to run the nonprofit animal rescue with over 300 animals at my sanctuary right now without the funding from Peanut.
Oh no! What will we ever do? There's no way we're going to get any more funding since Peanut's dead. And if there's no funding from Peanut, that means there's no way we're going to be able to set up a GoFundMe and scam people and donate money because they killed him. There's no way we're going to be able to get people to donate now. There's no way. Nope, no one. What are we going to do? Because no one is going to fill our pockets with cash. You know what I think? I think Peanut was and Coon was sacrificed. I think they were sacrificed for that sweet, juicy donation money. That scammy donation money. You know what I mean? That no one's going to ever find out money. You know what I mean? That I went to acting school for 3 years. And I put on my best performance. Kind of money, you know?
They just took my best friend for the last 7 years.
And we'll never bring him back.
Damn, bitch. That pussy looks fucking stupid.
Yeah. My wife and I work 3 jobs to pay the other 50% of the $20,000 we have to accumulate in funding a month for these animals. They just took my best friend for the last 7 years.
And we'll never bring him back.
Like, basically, if the government wants to go after you, they'll just find a reason.
And the sanctuary is called Peanut's Freedom Farm. And you just took Peanut out of the Freedom Farm of our organization. And everybody looked at it like it was just nothing. This is the DEC who is supposed to be helping animals out of bad cases. And you came to a case that had animals in good possession, and you took them and killed them.
I did as you instructed. I killed my...
Not only that, you just put the entire organization in jeopardy because I don't know how we're going to fund this organization anymore without this social media. I haven't a clue. Without this social media. Without this social media. I haven't a clue.
There's no way somebody would extort a squirrel for millions of dollars in donations and merchandise sales and, you know, news interviews and squirrel celebrity fame. Like there's just no way anybody would ever domesticate a squirrel and a coon and then squeeze them for every dollar they're worth. That's just not possible because everybody loves animals and nobody would ever do that to an innocent animal. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, I'm fucking lost. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, Peanut's dead, so there's no more fucking Peanut donations. You know, like, who the fuck is gonna pay off my GT3 RS I just bought? Like, what the fuck? I mean, the GT 500, whatever. I'm rich. Whatever car it was, I bought it. I don't know how I'm gonna pay it off because Peanut fucking died. Peanut's dead, man. Eat a dick. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the video. All right, we're officially getting close to the end. And once the video ends, you want to know what happens? I'm just demonetized.
Some men
aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Do you know what happens when a video ends? The world ceases to exist. This channel is the only fucking reason the world keeps going around, baby, or flat, you know? Just keeps moving on that flat.
Are you Chris?
Fuck off, you stupid globetard, you fucking idiot.
I don't exist.
But in all seriousness, these videos, they don't ever end. They just...
2,000 years later.
We're gonna end this video.
I will find you. You will scream for years.
I'm gonna take everything from you. Like I took everything from you. Let's shut the fuck up and fight.
So, we're going to go ahead and end this video in good old-fashioned Darth News style. We're going to... Hold on, let me try that again. So I'm a homosexual. We're going to end this video with the one person who's going to blow the lid, the whistle, the foreskin off this entire Jewish conspiracy. This entire... Did I say Jewish? It's not Jew. This one's not... This one... Okay, sorry, my bad. It's just so many Jewish conspiracies. I just get them all mixed up.
Hashem, we must shut him down. Oi to the vey, vey to the oi.
This is not a Jewish conspiracy, but it is a conspiracy in my opinion. Now, is the person that we're about to show you a disgruntled employee who just wants revenge because they weren't nice to him and didn't want to work with him? Or is this Nazi, you'll see why, blonde hair, blue eyes, German, a professor, you know, a doctor, whatever, he's a vet, or he works on cadavers or animal cadavers, pretty sure, but he's a Nazi. So, but if you listen to the Nazi speak, he seems to be genuine, you know, he seems to
And yeah, that's quite bad, but that's the story about them. And it's only cheating. They're cheating the people, and at the end of the day, they are porn actors. So most of the money they have or they get, also the money where they bought the property from with my concept, they have from OnlyFans.
He seems to be genuine, you know. He seems to really stand by his claims as a professional, as a, you know, as a serious animal lover and a veterinarian and a horse trainer. You know, he trains horses to get on stage and fuck children. Is that what the Jews? I mean, we're getting off the we're way off the beaten path here. So let's try to find our way back into the asshole that is this video. Because this video is
being more divisive, more ugly, more heinous, and more lawless.
Now we're about to bear witness a man who's going to give a testimony which will destroy the reputation of these two animal-loving people that totally just love animals and don't do it for money. They don't do it for money. They're like me. I don't do this for money. I do it because, to be honest, what the fuck else am I going to do?
I got a dream.
You know, you tell me, I'll go do it. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'll suck your dick if you ask nice enough and give me $1,000. That's it. I know I'm cheap. $1,000.
Hey, buddy. This is all pretend. See, just...
Well, that's not real.
None of it is.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
Now, you don't have to believe a word that this man we're about to watch says. But if you watch carefully and with some critical thinking, you'll see that he's being relatively genuine. I feel like it's not just a hit piece for, publicity, for a little bit of airtime, for some boost in followers.
Everything that derives from this is going to be all my fault. I'm coming back because of, and I know shit, where does the buck stop? Does it,
Do you want to come back?
Come back where?
With more followers.
Oh, come on, more followers. Ain't it just a ball of boom boom baby bucks on Brandon?
You said you were the heart of the...
I don't think it's for clout. I think he's genuinely calling these people out for not really being the picture perfect image they've put out to the world. I think that they're probably in on it. The anonymous phone call, that resulted in this entire story unfolding feels a bit weird. It feels anonymous. It was just an anonymous. Who knows? We can't trace the call because it was anonymous.
To be honest with you, I don't buy it whatsoever.
Don't worry about it. Definitely wasn't my immigrant wife over here, Olga. My bad. You know I love you.
When I came to Peanut a couple of years ago, he would have never bitten me. He never bit me.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut the fuck up!
But at the end of the day, I'm just here to show you both sides. I think you clearly know where I'm coming from. I'm kind of coming from a place of... I think they did it at the start because they were just having fun. They made a new friend, their new domesticated pet squirrel, Peanut, and they wanted to share that excitement with the world because it's crazy. It's like, oh my God, a squirrel. I nurtured it back to life, back to health, and it's my best friend. It just won't leave my side because I give it crack. Now you just leave out little bits of fentanyl all over the place, and they'll stick around. That's all I'm saying. But I believe this couple started their Peanut journey humbly and honestly, and with no intentions of fortune or fame. They just wanted to, share it with the world. However, I feel like once they realized that Peanut here is a money printing machine, they exploited him. They extorted him. They did what human nature does. So they got greedy, and then they got more greedy, and a little bit more greedy, and then a little bit too greedy. And I'm pretty sure they may have concocted up the genius plan. When someone kidnaps themselves and they're like, I want a ransom, pay up, and I'll release myself. Kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like a setup. But the squirrel can't talk for himself, so the owners did the talking for him, and they probably concocted the idea to anonymously call in an illegal wildlife pet animal in a residence. They probably called it in themselves.
Don't ask questions.
To draw the publicity that has come with this story, because Peanut is #2 on trending on X, Twitter, whatever it is. It's #2 on trending. You got Donald Trump talking about it. You got tweeting about it. You got Elon reposting it. It's everywhere. Justice for Peanut is everywhere, but it's just a distraction. It's all a fucking distraction. Nothing is going to come from this. They're dead. Sure, they might win a little chunk of change in a lawsuit, but...
That idea is literally the greatest idea I have ever heard in my life.
It's not going to change anything. This is just a distraction. Something to distract you a few days before the election. Something to maybe sway you one way or the other. It almost feels like this was the October surprise, but it came a day too late. My opinion is that...
Don't want to know.
Don't you dare.
That's my opinion. Now, I did say that we're going to watch a video of a guy shredding their credibility. So let's go ahead and do that now. Applejack, put down the crack pipe, man. Why? We're working. You're smoking crack and we're fucking work. Just hit it. Not the crack pipe. Just hit the fuck.
Dear TMC office, I just saw your video about Mark and Danny and the squirrel Peanut. And yeah, as Mark spoke in the interview, I now see necessary that I have to talk to you about the real life and the real things that are going on there, especially on Peanut's Freedom Farm, the animal sanctuary, what they call it themselves. So, I have to introduce myself. My name is Moritz Straub. I am a professional horse trainer and veterinarian from Germany, and I am a past friend of Danny, Mark's wife. And yeah, they introduced my concept to the bank when they wanted to get this property in upstate New York in Elmira as a business partner. So we spoke a lot, and we came to the conclusion to do business together. And at the end of the day, I met the farm there for 10 days to build it up, to take care. I'm also a professional farrier for horses and an orthopedic specialist, to take care for their cases there. And there were a lot of animals in very, very bad shape, of course. They are rescue animals. But there is a way how you should treat rescue animals. There is also another rescue company called Rising Star Horse Rescue. It's also in the New York area. They took back some of the rescues they gave to Danny and Mark because they were treated very, very bad there. Because Mark and Danny, both of them, have no idea about animals, no idea about horses, no idea about goats, no idea about chicken, no idea about sheep and whatever they have in the farm. Most of the animals they have there are not rescue animals, they are bought animals or self-brought animals. For example, the goats, Danny, she breeds them by her own, and the horses, most of them they buy. And at the end of the day, in the first 6 months, a lot of the horses there died because at the end of the day they found out that the platform they have on TikTok is getting them more money, more donations than the business we have planned with each other together. So the story they are telling is actually not true. And it's not an organization, it's a one family thing. It's Mark and his mother and his father and Danny. That's it. So these are the only people running around this sanctuary. It's not an organization, like he calls it. They are just using the followers of Peanut the squirrel, what I knew myself. Very good, I have to say. So I spent 10 days at their farm. Because we were very, very close friends for some times, but then I saw what is going on in the sanctuary, and at the end of the day I went back to Germany, and they never called me back. So they refused to have a good farrier there, they refused to have a specialist for their horses there. They never had horses before. So I just broke up with them, and at the end of the day, for the concept and all the things I did in my professional company in Germany to found the concept, to get the property there, at the end of the day they owe me $80,000, and still they don't pay it. They refuse to have any contact with me, and that's the true story actually. So they are just cheating the people. They are cheating, and they are cheating the people already a long time. So they are using the platform of Peanut the squirrel with lots of millions of followers just to get some donations to feed their animals they buy by themselves, and then at the end of the day the animals end up dying there, like a lot of horses. They died in the first couple of months after I went away. Because they just have no idea, and also other rescues are taking their animals back from them just because of this reason. So this is actually the true story, and if you want to have more information, just come back to me. It's no problem for me. You can add me an email. It's info@equestrian-consulting.de. You can send me an email anytime, and then we can speak about this a little bit more close. Yes, normally I am a professional business guy, so I choose not to talk about this on social media. But as I saw the interview now, yes, I really have to keep up with this story. So if you have or if you want to have any further informations, pictures, or also the information from me how Peanut the squirrel was trapped by them and was separated in his room, locked with a cat together, what was part to part not cleaned for more than 1 week, until Mark's mom kept up driving from New York to Elmira to clean the squirrel's room, and together with the cat. It was a mess. It was a mess how the squirrel lived there. And in that case, of course, it's 100% clear that the governmental, I would say, voices have to rise up, that there has to be some, police action. What I also by myself told animal security, or what you call it in America, I'm not sure. I also kept up contacting them because of the horses there, because I don't want it to have this, the horses suffering there. So that's actually the situation with this, and that's quite bad, but that's the story about them. And it's only cheating. They're cheating the people, and at the end of the day, they are porn actors. So most of the money they have, or they get, also the money where they bought the property from, with my concept, they have from OnlyFans, and not from Peanut the Squirrel. But all the donations they get, they are using for themselves. And to pay the loan of the property, and not to feed the animals well, and not to have veterinarian care, not to have farrier care, and not to take good care of the animals. So that's actually not the story. And I'm very sad to call them my past business partners, but this is the situation. So thanks a lot, and goodbye.
Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to get inside your head, man. I want to get inside your head. I want to know what you're thinking. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know. Do you think this is just a sad series of totalitarian events? Which they are, because on one hand, we are being exposed to the totalitarianism, the dictatorship, which is New York. We have to bring attention to the insane laws in New York City, that they can just come into your home and take your pets, man, and then kill them. It's like, where does this end? Where do they draw the line? Like, I mean, one day they're just going to come in and take you away and kill you. It's breaking the law. Maybe something will come. Maybe there'll be some changes with the law. But if the government can just bust into your home, guns blazing, and take your pets and then murder them, that feels weird. Like, even if this was intentional, even if this was a setup, just to get some to get more money. What are we going to do? I don't know. Without Peanut, we're going to get no money. Oh, but we're going to get plenty of donations now. So even though I think it could have been a setup, it doesn't change the fact that it still at the same time exposes how corrupt and how broken our legal system is. They also have an OnlyFans. I don't know if you heard that, but they have an OnlyFans. So, yeah. Not sure what kind of freaky shit they're doing on OnlyFans, but Peanut is getting his nut one way or the other. Anyways, that's all, folks. That's all, folks.
Right to jail, right away.
So until we meet again, don't forget to pull out. That's POO. And as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. And until we meet again, stay Darth. Or don't. Or just stay alive. Just don't off yourself. Right? It doesn't solve anything. Unless you're a total worthless piece of shit. Then maybe it'll solve a few problems for a few people. But it's not going to fix your problems. It'll fix other people's problems. Oh, thank God. I don't have to deal with fucking Bob anymore. Because Bob killed himself. But it doesn't fix Bob's problems. So don't be a Bob. Subscribe. And tell a friend. And now that it's getting cold and we're inching towards Christmas and into the winter season, it's time to keep that head warm. So feel free to support this content by going to darthnews.com and getting yourself a Darth News beanie, just like this. I have a whole basket full of them. And I will ship them out personally with these fucking hands. These little fingers. I'll ship it to you if you pay me, obviously. And there's also shirts. You can get a Darth News shirt, or, I'm not really good at selling myself, so I'm just gonna go back to the streets. Oh my God, Darth, I swear, you're in your mom's basement. I'm not in my fucking mom's basement, okay? Fucking idiot. This is my house that I pay for. It's a humble little home, but it's my fucking house. Alright? Yeah, dude, that's just the front. Don't lie. That's your mom's basement, baby. If it's my mom's basement, it's my mom's basement. Yeah.
You are a true warrior. If there's a place to run to, then I won't fight. I'll go to a place beyond the king's reach and build a land of peace. But I'll do it my way. I'll do it for those that suffer, who cannot live in the world you create. For you. And also for myself.
Do you think my mom would let me set this shit up in her basement? No. She wouldn't.
And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, and if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes, the dark burns too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
Well, thank you very much.